The real estate market has shifted, making it much less competitive for home buyers today. But does that mean now is the right time for you to jump into buying and finally stop renting? We'll discuss this and more coming up next. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jason Fiallo, your native Virginia realtor and certified relocation specialist with Long & Foster Real Estate based in Northern Virginia. Today we'll review how renting may be your best solution despite more favorable market conditions for buyers. We will highlight everything you need to know in under 5 minutes. But first, if you gained something from this video, please help grow the channel by subscribing today and smashing that like button. Now let's get right into it. According to Freddie Mac's mortgage market survey data, a 30-year fixed mortgage was 3.22% during the first week of January 2022. Fast forward to November, those same rates have jumped past 7%, the first time we've been in 7% territory since 2002. With rates more than doubling in such a relatively short span, buyer demand has diminished considerably. Year over year nationally, we've had a 30% drop in existing home sales and nearly an 18% drop in new construction home sales. Despite that, average home sale prices have increased by 7.5% since the beginning of the year, while the housing supply has only increased by 3.7% since last year. I bring up this data so that you can better understand our housing market today and how it has led to an increase in future homeowners, perhaps including you, putting their plans to purchase in 2022 on hold. Many potential buyers have been waiting to purchase a home for various reasons. The most common ones I hear are that prices are still too high, mortgage rates are too high, and a housing market crash is coming. These concerns have led to a surge in demand for rental properties. Here in Northern Virginia, rents have increased by an average of 13% compared to 2021. Many landlords have significantly increased their monthly rates for new and renewed leases because there have been a much higher number of potential tenants than in years past. Like buying a home in the highly competitive markets of 2021 and early 2022, landlords have become picky since there are many more potential tenants to choose from. A large portion of them well-qualified applicants who initially planned on purchasing. Considering the current economic climate with market uncertainty during inflation, renting is the best option for many potential buyers. A real estate agent rarely advises you to rent instead of purchase because, let's face it, it's bad for business. But our ultimate responsibility is to help you make the right decision based on your goals and your best interest. There are several circumstances where it makes the most sense. For example, over the past 2 months, I've helped 2 clients sell their homes and advised them to rent instead of buy. One was a traveling nurse who wanted to downsize but was undecided about where she wanted her home base to be. The other was a married couple inching closer to retirement and wondered if they wanted to live out their years on the water in our area or a preferable year-round climate down south. In both cases, I suggested not to purchase this year simply because they could, despite believing that renting was a waste of money. Speaking of which, we often hear how paying rent is a waste of money, and you may be on the fence between buying and renting because you believe in that same perception. I personally and professionally see it differently, as renting has several upsides. For one, if prices drop in a volatile market, so too does your home equity, which could take years to recover. Maintenance is essential to owning a home and can be costly when it comes time to replace a roof, HVAC system, windows, and other repairs that become necessary over time. As a tenant, you're typically only responsible for changing light bulbs, air filters, and essential yard maintenance. There's even a yard in the first place. Maybe you can afford to purchase, but can only afford to be in a particular area or home type that isn't exactly what you want. Renting to avoid those compromises and allowing yourself more time to save is a great reason to hold off. Renting can also be a perfect short-term solution for someone buying a new construction home who needs temporary housing while waiting for their home to be built. Flip side of renting is that you miss out on establishing home equity, which is among the leading factors in building personal wealth. Perks include having the freedom and flexibility to customize your home the way you like it, with something as simple as painting to an extensive home remodel and so on. Ultimately, everyone has different goals and unique financial situations that dictate which decision is best for them at the time. Consider renting if any of the above examples apply to you, or waiting until the market aligns with your financial comfort level. If you have decided to purchase, you could do a few things to reduce your mortgage payment. One is to take out an adjustable rate mortgage with a lower rate than a 30-year fixed. That way, you have payment relief for the initial term, generally 5 to 7 years. Another way is to negotiate a 2-1 mortgage buydown where the interest rate is 2% less the first year and 1% less the second year. This way, you save upfront and refinance later when rates improve. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of the video today. If you have any questions about what was covered, please drop a comment below, and I'd love to hear all about it. Till next time.